dreams come true.
I wanted to ask you about filming. Now, you obviously were self-taught. You just picked up a camera and started going. Uh,
Yeah, which
um,
may or may not have been the right thing to do. What I did was I researched what other YouTubers were using for camera equipment, and I just bought that. So I got a
yeah,
70D with a flip out screen.
yeah.
That's
That's
exactly
we're
what we're.
filming you with a 70D right now too. Yeah,
Yeah, perfect. So that's a great camera. And actually, we're gonna buy a 90D in the next couple of weeks, just because that camera's like the 70D exactly. It'll still fit in our underwater case, and it can do 4K.
yeah.
So, and it can do slow mo. It'll do 240, I think. Maybe it'll do 120. I can't remember, but
Have you looked at the compact Kodak cameras? What's it called again? It's a some M. They make like a compact one. It's got a little telephoto lens that pops out. It's quite a small little
yeah,
unit.
yeah. I've seen a couple of Canons that do that.
Yeah, they're like a $500-600 camera, and we've seen other YouTubers using them, and they're beautiful little compact things. I
Yeah,
find
I
the
think that
70D, the one thing is just so bloody big, you know. It's
I think we're gonna have 3 or actually 4 cameras now. That's the determination. Well, actually, it's gonna be 5, but you don't need 5. But this is the 5. We have a 70D with an underwater case. It's a DL200 Ike Light case. That is our underwater photo camera. It doesn't really do that much better than the GoPro for video, so it's just too big and bulky to do video with. So usually that's just photos. The GoPro is the best underwater camera on the market. You can't get better with the stabilization, and if you're free diving, and it's just the best. And then a 90D for doing the daily vlog stuff, and then an Aurora. Have you heard of those yet?
no,
Aurora is a camera that just came out where it's about $600, and it does night vision in color. So
wow.
we're gonna get one of those. And I said 5, didn't I? Oh yeah, with a little pocket camera like you were just talking about, like the
Yeah.
$500 Canon that'll do good image, has a flip out screen that we can take everywhere, because that's the problem with the 70D.
Yeah.
If you're on film day, you can take your camera everywhere, but if you're not, and you come across some market with, you know, full of snakes and crazy stuff, you don't have a camera with
That's
you,
right,
because
yeah, yeah.
I would.
Who's doing the editing then?
Kim's doing most of the editing now.
Yeah. Does she have a background in that? Cause
Nope.
no.
We both just watched YouTube videos to kind of learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And then I started with Final Cut, and then kind of grew out of Final Cut, and now we have a Premiere Pro. So it just makes sense to buy the entire suite for Adobe. That way you get Photoshop and After Effects and all that. So I'm trying to learn After Effects, because I like her to go through the footage and then narrow it down, get the story written, and then give it to me, and I'll do like little effects and transitions and cool stuff and subtitles. I like doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And After Effects, you can animate things, and I'd really like to get to the point where I can, like, if I'm explaining something like what a raised atoll is, right? So if you take an atoll and then there's some volcanic activity over here and the atoll raises up, I'd like to be able to draw that on the computer and then have that as kind of a cool little animation while I'm explaining all this stuff. But it's hard. It's one of those arts. Everything's an art in this damn world.
Yeah.
I mean, editing, filming, cinematography, photos, sailing, engine mechanics. Everything is something that somebody can dedicate their entire life to, and you've got to learn all of it.
That's right. Yeah. You know, we had no camera experience at all, no photography experience at all. And Deb took a course, just before we left. We just went out and bought the 70D and bought some computer software, bought a laptop, and taught ourselves animation. Bought an animation suite. We bought the Adobe. I got the whole Adobe set up as well, but I just couldn't handle it. It was overload for me. So I ended up getting a simpler software package. But yeah, the animation was tough. We spent 6 months doing the intro for our episode.
Oh yeah, yours is cool. I really like it.
And we bought a pasta maker to do the plaster scene with.
Yeah.
Wow.
We bought plaster scene from some guy in Toronto who was
filmmaker out of Toronto, sold us a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome.
It was actually a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I really
well, speaking of how you frame stuff, I've always been curious how you did that intro with the two of you swimming, because there's
with the rope in your mouth.
Yeah, because there's like 3 cameras running there, and I'm not sure how you did it all.
That was Kimmy. She has 8 arms.
Yeah.
No, we had a guy on the boat that was. You guys got to meet him in an episode we did towards the end of our Ecuador travels, right before we left for Easter Island. There was a kid on the boat that was an ex-cinematographer, professional cinematographer.
Yeah.
So he could fly a drone and he could operate the camera. So we don't show him in those scenes because he's the one behind the camera. So all the drone shots are him flying the drone while we're in the water. And then all of the underwater shots are him with the underwater case. And they ended up...
He's swimming upside down underneath you. Is that what he's doing?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And the whole idea was Kim's. And actually, we both sat down and had we wanted it to be super long. And we wanted to be riding white horses down the beach where the drone shot comes in and it's Kim with her hair flowing. And then it's me riding backwards or something stupid. Yeah. And we had all these ridiculous ideas. Yeah. We were going to rent horses and stuff. And we just weren't able to find, logistically, it was hard to finish that. We may do that in the future. And actually, I think we're going to change that intro for season 2, just because I was talking to a life coach, because I've been doing a lot of introspective work and growing myself after the traumatic experience we had with the last boat.
Good for you, yeah.
I did a Vipassana side story. Vipassana is a 2,500-year-old Buddhist meditation technique, and it
How's
is
that spelled?
Vipassana, Vipassana.
Okay.
It changed my life. I was always I'm a very excitable person, so it kind of means that I take some of that passion and put it into every facet of my life, and sometimes I need to settle down and not be so reactive. And this
I am so with you on that.
Yeah. Vipassana really changed my life. It did so many good things. I would definitely recommend that for anybody. But I was talking to a life coach, and he said, with your intro, man, that you just manifested that almost verbatim. You guys had to get in the water with lines in your teeth and basically drag your boat to Hawaii. And I was like, no way, dude, that's right. And he's like, you need to get rid of that. That's bad juju. Do something else. So I think we're gonna totally rewrite that. Maybe keep the same music, because that's kind of a Pavlovian response thing.
It sure is, yeah.
But I just got an image of people salivating listening to it. But we're probably going to change it, just because I really do believe in the power of the universe and how you manifest things, even if you don't want them. If you put that energy out,
you dwell on stuff, and eventually it manifests. You're right.
Yeah,
no
matter what. Yeah, for sure you become.
Yeah. What do you think about? Well,
but yeah, Kimmy had a really good idea with that. Everybody loves that intro. It's really
it was nice to see her as I watched over the season, that she really grew as a filmmaker, and in front of the camera too. She started to really capture the moment. She had a lot of good stuff to say, and it was quite interesting to hear her talk. She really engaged, I found, as she got more familiar with it.
Kimmy is an amazing woman.
Yeah.
I've seen her grow so much in the last 3 years, and she's pretty young, so it's been so apparent to see her come into her own, and she's still growing. And she took to everything so quickly. Her first time freediving, she was going through a wreck at 40 feet. Her first time. And it's just, she's one of those people, that just picks things up quickly. And filming too, she won't let me edit anymore. That's why she edits. She's like, you know what? You just screw everything up. I'm going to do it. And
she reminds us of our daughter, actually, who's on the sailboat. Chris said that.
Exactly.
She said, "Oh my gosh, she's so much like Hannah."
Yeah. Well, she had her high heels on, because those are the only shoes she owned, and she went tromping on through the bush. You were off the coast of Panama there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and she tromped into the bush with the only shoes she had. They were high heels. I said, "That's my daughter right there. That's all my daughters."
Yeah. Kim has been really, really fun to be a partner with because she's so resilient and she picks things up so quickly, and she's very fun, and she's very smart.
Yeah. And we should say too that due to COVID-19, Kim's in Germany, so she's not able to be with us today with the time difference and what have you. So it's unfortunate, but perhaps some other time.
Tell her we said hello.
Tell her we said hello for sure. Yeah,
I will. Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about the future of sailing channels, because right now we're seeing a lot of, Delos. Half the crew's left. They've got a baby on board. The dynamic has changed like unbelievably, and we're witnessing these sailing channels follow how our life patterns go. We're young and we're stupid, and then we mature and we have children and we get responsible, and I'm just wondering what our sailing channel is going to look like in the next 4 or 5 years.
If judging by the popularity of La Vagabond, them getting a new boat skyrocketed their ratings. Them getting having a child didn't hurt. So I think as you evolve, you just change your audience. There's so big of an audience on YouTube that people that I talk to. I give away some of my time to the YouTube sailing group on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I've been coaching a lot of people even before that that contact me and they're like, James, I want to do what you're doing. Can you help me out? And I always tell them, okay, look, you are an entertainer. Like when you get on camera, up your energy level a little bit, because nobody wants to see me talking to the camera with no B-roll in this kind of energy. They want this guy like That's really excited to be doing all this stuff. The future of YouTube, as I see it, is one, there's an audience for everyone. It's not saturated, as everybody says. People are really worried about breaking into this industry, and I think that as long as you are entertaining and doing something fun and really putting your true personality forward without cutting out any of it's important to be a little bit, you don't have to be self-deprecating, but what you have to do is show that you're human and show that you're making mistakes. And it's very important not to cut it out, to just be too fluffy.
Yeah.
Too fluffy.
So you mean to leave the in?
You could, yeah. So with us, that was actually
I'll edit that out.
Sorry.
With us, like cursing for us is part of our vernacular. So we edit it out?
Your age group as well, like kind of your generation, right?
Yeah. And I was a sailor on a submarine with all men for 5 years, and I curse, man. Sorry, but that's just who I am.
Yeah, whatever.
So we edited out for a long time, but we decided not to anymore. So if you have a family and you want a family show, you probably are going to watch my show. It's not that difficult. You just have to remember that you are an entertainer and you are doing this for that reason. So you need something. You can't put 15-minute video out of you eating dinner. You need to be doing something cool and fun. Yeah. And yes, you can put a little excerpt of that, but it's all in how you frame it. And then a lot of the time, if you sit down and you outline your story before you start filming, that's always better. Yeah. So that way you're not trying to build a story out of some random filming of I have this month of filming, but nothing transitions well, and that's where like some of the cinematography skills come in. Like shooting a lot of B-roll all the time is really good because you can transition from one phase of the story to another, even if you have no way to transition. Like you stopped filming at sunset when you were sailing, and now you're in this completely other place. You can just have a little bit of B-roll of the sun going down, and then it naturally kind of flows.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's something you kind of learn as you go, how to make that, how to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, talk about sponsorship a bit. You've got a few companies that are working with you.
Yes.
For sponsorship.
We're still a fairly small channel. We have at this time we have about 62,000 subscribers, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. And of all of the sponsorships that we have, let me think about that. I think only 1 or 2 reached out to us. We reach out for sponsorships if we want something, and we only take the companies that we love. We do get contacted weekly about sponsorships for anything. I mean, anything, but we hardly ever take any money from anybody because we don't want to back things that we're not 100% behind.
Mhm.
So we're not out to just make money with that. We're out to like, have a good, it's not even really about our image. It's just like our moral values are, look, I don't want, those scuba masks with the full face mask and the little feet up here.
Yeah.
Those are ridiculous. And I'm never going to take even $3,000 from a company that makes those because I don't believe in them. I think they're stupid. And it's just that's where we're at with that. So from this, though, we've gotten some really good. I don't know. I guess we're doing something right because we got really good sponsors. Spectra Water Makers gave us a $9,000 water maker.
Wow.
We're sponsored by OC Tenders now. That's like a $6,000 dinghy. That's the best dinghy in the world.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of that yet, of course, but I've been looking at their products. Really, really nice. Yeah.
Bad ass dinghies.
Are they heavy? They're PVC, eh?
No, they're fully composite, like 4 layers of biax on either side of 10 mil foam, and they weigh like 90 pounds for a 3.5
fiberglass.
Yeah, completely fiberglass, and the bottom profile on those dinghies is flat, not V. So when you do get hit by a wave, like on the side, it doesn't flip; it just kind of rides it. And they're really fun to surf with other boats. Like if a big boat comes by, you can ride their wave and like surf down their wave. And moreover, if you're trying to beat your dinghy and you screw it up, you're not going to end up flipped over. It'll just kind of wash up on shore. And they're super, super light, really, really easy. I mean, there's a picture on their website right now. They build a full carbon version that's about 20% lighter. So 90 pounds minus 18 would be like 72 pounds. It's a picture of the owner holding it up with one hand, the entire hull.
Yeah.
And they just got the contract for Ultramare. So every Ultramare comes with the OC tender now. Their dinghies are going to blow up. It's just that they didn't have distribution. So what I think is going to happen and what he wants to happen is they're going to get purchased by Highfield, where that company has distribution, and then they'll be able to go back to cruising, and they fulfilled their destiny of making the best dinghy in the world.
Yeah. We got some sponsorship through Highfield.
Oh yeah.
We just picked up a 10-foot Highfield Hypalon aluminum bottom boat.
Beautiful. Yeah. Awesome. Nicely done.
So we had a nice kick in the pants from them through one of their distributors in Canada here.
Great.
Worked with us. So
a lot of the time it's timing too. Like the OC Tender guys, they got contacted by La Vagabond and they turned them down because at the time they didn't have any money. They didn't have anything to give. Like they said, man, if we give you guys a dinghy, we're going to be not feeding our children for a month.
Yeah.
And when we contacted them, they're doing a lot better. And they're like, we're kicking ourselves in the ass for not going with La Vagabond. But at the time, we just couldn't do it. So we like your style. You're cruising around on a daggerboard cat like we are. And they're cruisers and they just wanted to work with us then. So it's not, don't take it personally. It's probably just timing.
Yeah. We had a good shot in the arm from American sailmaker Mac Sails.
Okay.
Out of Fort Pierce. Because they were Bristol owners, same kind of thing.
Yeah, cool, perfect.
Yeah, so they had the same boat we did, and I see you're wearing a new hat, eh?
Yeah, you like that? Look at that.
Yeah,
so sailing Zingaro on the back.
Pretty cool.
I just got that actually like a week ago.
Yeah, so you're gonna put the new logo or the old logo on the new cat as well?
I don't know yet. This is the other logo that we came up with. I don't know. What do you think?
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. It's very simple. Covers a small space.
Yeah.
I don't know about what we're gonna do with this. These are just kind of prototypes. I'm just gonna give them away.
You're working through Bonfire then?
That one is through Printful.
Printful.
Yep.
Chris prefers the caps that don't sit up so proud. Actually, that hug your head.
That's exactly what Kim said. She said, these are too big. You look like you're a teenager.
Yeah.
Well, I like this hat.
Yeah, like you got like some chain going from your belt to your loop.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like I said about the sponsorships, we feel that way about merchandise too. So we've shifted our t-shirt manufacturer to a fair trade t-shirt manufacturing company.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit more expensive. We don't make as much per shirt, but we don't have to add to the textile, puking on
at
on the
night.
environment. Yeah. And they're organic cotton, so they're really good for your skin.
Who's that company?
It is called. Hold on a second.
We're just looking at that kind of stuff right now.
Let me just think about this.
We're so little compared to you guys.
How many subscribers do you have? Print Natural.
Print Natural. We have 1,100 right now.
Oh, good. So you guys are starting to see some that stuff. It's funny how it compounds. Like your first 10,000 take you a year, and then your next 30,000 take you 6 months, and then once you get above 100, it just rolls, man.
James,
you tell two friends, and they'll tell.
You know something though, we've got an older what do you call it? Older
fan base
audience, right?
Yeah.
Because we're older, and so the people who are watching us for different reasons, and we get a lot of viewers that aren't subscribers because they're older and they're not as technologically savvy, I think, and so we'll connect with maybe 18,000 people each month, but we'll only have 1,000 subscribers, and it's really odd, but that's just.
I don't think that's actually really poor throughput. I don't think that we're doing much more percentage than that. You just need to get more subscribers, and not subscribers, but more views on your videos. And you need to do. Are you familiar with the word call to action?
No.
So you should have a call to action on every single video that you do. A lot of people will give you shit for like e-begging if you do it more than once per video or twice per video. But for instance, when we do a t-shirt campaign, we start the campaign, we do it for 3 weeks, and every subsequent video, like we start the campaign on the day we launch a new video, and then in that video somewhere, either the beginning, the end, or the middle, we do a call to action for the t-shirts where we stop the video, we wear the t-shirts, and we're like, guys, look, we got t-shirts. They're on sale now. They're not going to be on sale forever. It's a campaign that we're going to put them again in 3 months. So if you don't have one of these, then we just show some pictures of people wearing the shirts.
Yeah.
And every single time, if we launch a t-shirt campaign and we don't do that, we sell probably not even 20% of the shirts that we would had we just had that call to action done every video in the 3 subsequent videos.
Yeah.
You can do that call to action as a Patreon, PayPal donations, and like I said, don't do it too much, but you can do it every single video. And one thing that a lot of people do is at the end of their videos, they say, "Hey man, if you like the video, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. That really helps me out. Have a great day. See you next time. Peace." And that little tiny excerpt on the call to action will remind people like, oh yeah, I like these guys.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
You have to do that. Absolutely have to do that at the
We
end of
have
your video.
We have 88 or 85 episodes out.
Really?
We've done it every week, religiously.
Wow.
At midnight on every Friday, there's a new episode out.
Yeah.
But we've never ever asked for.
Yeah, you got to do a call to action, and you can do it the same. You can actually record it, and that can be your outro. And like, just record you guys on your boat and say, "Look, hey, these are this is us. I'm Chris. This is my wife. We're doing this thing, and we love that you guys are watching. If you guys can help us out, hit the like button. If you want to see more, there's the subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe. And we love you. Peace out." Or give a little bit of your personality there.
Yeah. And
tell people what to do.
Oh, huh. Well, we'll do that. So
yeah,
keep an eye out for that. Well,
I'm always afraid of appearing too narcissistic or something.
No. You got to get over that.
I've got to get over that. I need this. What did you say? The Vapothena?
Vipassana. Vipassana. Yeah, Vipassana is great. It's tough. It's one of the harder things I've ever done in my life voluntarily. Yeah. 10 days. You're silent for 10 days. You're meditating 10 hours a day. It's not easy, but it's very, very beneficial. It's a good skill.
So you like being with yourself more?
Yeah, you're not so. It really does help you. You know what it does? It helps you to realize that everything in life is all of these sensations that you're having and everything that happens to you is all coming. It stays for a while and then it goes away. Bad things, good things, everything in your life, nothing is forever. And it helps you balance the good and the bad together. Like, okay, cool, this is really awesome, I love it. And then as it goes, okay, cool, that's fine, it's gonna go, it's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Really, really a cool skill to like have equanimity with all that.
Yeah. Good balance.
Yeah.
Good balance. Well, listen, man, it's been really fantastic talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
I'd love to do this again, maybe with Kimmy.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could do that. We'll stay in touch. We'll talk to you again, I hope.
Okay. Good luck, guys.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thanks, James.
Bye, James.
Fair winds.
Bye.
Fair winds, man. That was over an hour.
Was it? Okay, good.
I think our camera shut down too.
Yeah.
Meeting for all.
Talk to me.
That's good because I needed a pee break.